Ladies and gentlemen, happy Sunday and a very warm welcome back to Kenco F1. We're all here for the full Saudi Arabian Grand Prix today, where drivers will be racing 25 trips around this very bendy Jeddah circuit. And Friday we completed qualifying, and all the drivers want to gain as many places as they so can to move themselves up both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships, which Alpine are currently leading. Round 6 of 10 in Kenco F1 then for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Jeddah was a brand new track for us last year, and it's raced at night time. There's not much room for error, and especially when drivers are racing with a very narrow track. Taking a look at the Jeddah Corniche circuit then, 3.836 miles of tarmac spanning across 25 laps on Sunday, 3 DRS zones where drivers will be carrying so much speed before heavy braking into the corners. And speaking of corners, there are 27 turns here, 15 to the left and 12 to the right, where full concentration will certainly be needed under the illuminated track lights. And last year was the first Jeddah Grand Prix in real life, and into turn 1 was a little bit of a mess, but Ocon managed to get ahead of Verstappen by running wide and smashing into Hamilton. We all witnessed this crash live last year, where Mick Schumacher during qualifying lost his rear end and smashed it into a wall, causing both a red flag and also meaning he couldn't partake in the Jeddah Grand Prix. And turn 27 got a bit saucy with Verstappen and Hamilton, where Hamilton was unable to pass Verstappen and as a result lost part of his front wing. And tyre compounds for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, which should only be a one-stop race. Pirelli have opted for these tyres: C4 for the soft, C3 mediums, and the C2 hard tyres. It will be very interesting to see what tyre compounds and strategies drivers will use today for the race. So let's get the Saudi Arabian qualifying and the 6th round of Kenco F1 underway. And onto the starting grid for this year's Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Joe Bean had an amazing qualifying with only 10th quicker than Max Chapman, who will be starting in P2 in his Alpine today. Fernando's not here, but we will push Sebastian up to P3 in his Aston Martin. Adam Forbes will be starting in P5 today alongside Josh Amara with a fairly promising qualifying there with P6. Alex Peake in P7 in the first Red Bull of the grid, with Zach Plant sitting in P8. Archie Middelfelt is the first Alfa Romeo, P9, with his teammate all the way back of the grid, and Taylor Hume in P10. Jonathan will be starting in P11 in the other McLaren, I should say, with Smits in P12. Ryan Harper P13 in Aston Martin, Sebi's teammate, and then Callum McGrath will be starting in P14 in his Williams. Finley is down in P15 in his Haas, alongside Torben, who is making a return to Kenco F1 in VR P16. We've got Jay, Max's teammate, in his Alpine P17. Matt Widdowson P18 and Dylan Hartley P19. I should have pre-recorded that, but hey ho, we'll let it slide. A very good evening, everybody. Welcome into the stream. We should hopefully be just starting out this formation lap now. I'm going to jump into the main scene straight off the bat. And hopefully we should have, I don't know if Jamie is here. I know that he's doing a lot of stewarding in the background, but he is here indeed. Can we get an AV check as well in chat? I know there's loads of people watching. Hopefully audio video is good. I'm not asking Hassan for the AV, but I'm sure that someone else can help us out. We've got interesting kind of, everyone's on mediums. We've got Charlie on hard tyres, and we've got Alex Peake on the softs. So interesting strategies there by everybody. Please ignore the graphics on the left-hand side for a minute.
Yeah, very interesting strategy. So Pirelli have said the preferred strategy is a medium to hard strategy, because of how the track is so tyre dependent, the deck is so high. But Alex Peake going on those softs, obviously he's going for the aggressive strategy. He wants to make those positions up to the start. Now, yeah, so it will be it's one stop or the two stops. So the one stop is the medium, the hard. The two stop is the soft, the medium, medium. So, and then Charlie going on an alternate strategy with the hard.
Yeah,
it's going to be an interesting race.
He's obviously going for the long run at the start. Again, Jeddah, it's a very narrow circuit. There's 27 turns. I mean, it's a difficult one because I feel like, I don't know, there's going to be lots of crashes, I feel like, and there might be a few safety cars. Because this track is tough, especially when you're racing with loads of other people. We've got 18 drivers tonight. 18. Yeah. I think it's the most we've had.
It is.
It's a full, we've got a full grid like here. Pretty much. My overlay's unfortunately broken at the minute. But we have got Joe Bean here slowing down, warming up those tyres as much as he can. I believe my overlay is stuck on starting tyres, but that's fine. Everybody's on the mediums, like I said, apart from Alex Peak on the soft tyres, wanting to get a launch on his first few laps. And then we've got Torben, who's back in VR today. I think he was on holiday last week. He is back P15 on the hard tyre compound. So yeah, as one McLaren leads an Alpine, it's going to be an interesting sort of, I suppose, an interesting start to the race into turn 1. All these drivers are going to get lined up. And yeah, I can't wait for this. I don't think we've done Jeddah before on Kenco F1, so I'm looking forward to it.
First time we've ever raced here, so this is going to be one heck of a race.
Sit back, get your popcorn out, because I have no idea who's going to win this. It's going to be an interesting one. We did have Finley leave the session as well, I think. Although there's a few drivers saying out, but they're not actually out. As we've got a Williams there, Matthew Widdowson, just awaiting to line up here. Okay, here we go then. It is lights 3, 4, 5 lights. Wait for it. Look at the angle of Joe Bean. And it's lights out and away we go for the Jeddah Grand Prix here on Kenco F1. As Max Chapman's already lost a lot of places there. I don't know if he was moved by a few people, but that's Sebastian David into first position here. Through turn 1, leads Aston Martin, followed by a McLaren, followed by a Ferrari, already up a few places. And that's, I believe, we've got Max Chapman from P2 down to P10. Matthew's retired as well.
We have a yellow flag already.
Virtual safety car.
The virtual safety car deployed.
I wanted to catch that with Matthew Widdowson. I don't know. Oh, yeah, there's the McLaren. There's no front wing of Jonathan, so I don't know if there was contact there made.
Yeah, I think there might have been contact with Jonathan.
Finley's out of the race as well.
So, this is going to be... It's only a virtual safety car, so... It's not as... Or is it a full safety car now? Oh, it is a full safety car, actually. I thought it was virtual. It's full.
Sorry. Is it a full safety car already into like 5?
Full safety car.
I saw this happening. Finley, you were in the lobby, weren't you? I'm pretty sure you're in the lobby. We've re-invited you. Well, I mean, that's a mix-up. Let's have a look at the positions gained and lost. Let's get rid of that for a second. I mean, the driver that I want to point out, I mean, obviously Jonathan's lost 5 places there with that front wing. He's going to have to pit already. Max Chapman, though, I don't know what happened at the start. Did he stall it, or... He's down 8 places. Is there any damage on that Alpine?
Let me just...
No, there's no visible damage, so... He's got a long rate ahead of him. I'll let you know that. Max got hit, apparently. Max got hit.
I think winners and losers of this start. Taylor? Good start from him going up.
Yeah, he's up 4 places. He started 9.
Callum going up 5 places as well. Dylan going up 5 as well. The biggest loser out there, Max Chapman. From second.
Yeah, it's not the way you would want to start this Grand Prix, but I mean, we've still got 23 laps left to go. There's the lovely red safety car there. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but it's certainly a Mercedes weekend. Obviously, there was a 1-2 in the real life, so could we be in for a 1-2 again around Jeddah? Anything is possible.
And Aston Martin leads the grid of Sebi.
We have some inside information as well. Apparently, Sebi cut inside and cut across to Max Chapman there, which is why he obviously got hit. And that's, I'm not sure, obviously, Sebi's obviously at the front of the grid at the moment, but I'm sure that can be investigated at some point. Obviously, we can save full race replays and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, interesting mix-up already of the grid.
Yeah.
Why am I disqualified? I was Finley disqualified already. It's probably because you left in the formation lap. I bet it's his internet again. Finley, I have no idea what I can do, mate. Seriously, I don't know. I don't think it's the EA servers, I'm not going to lie. If 17 out of 18 drivers got in, I don't know what's going on with your internet or EA or something, but I don't know what to do, really. It's nothing like we've done. It's nothing we've done. Bit of a sad race for Matthew Widdowson, though. He didn't qualify. And he's gone into the race today, and he's led about 3 turns, and he's already been wiped out of the Grand Prix. So, a bit sad for that. But Alex Peak as well, he's lost a few places. He's down 3. Not the start he wanted on those soft tyres.
Is not the right start whatsoever. Those soft tyres are supposed to literally pierce the field, and it hasn't worked.
Yeah. Finley, mate, I would reinstall your game, personally. I don't know. I really don't. If you're saying as soon as you load up the game, your internet pass it, like, dies, then I feel like it might be something on the game. Pass it through your firewall. Put an exception on it. It's the only thing I can recommend. But yeah, I mean, Sebi's currently leading the Jeddah Grand Prix. This should be the last lap. I believe the safety car will be out. I mean, the safety car was out so much today in Brazil. I don't know why it was out for so long on the second safety car. Obviously, when Lando caused it when his engine died, but not the greatest birthday for Lando Norris.
Yeah, definitely not.
He's 2 days old.
A stop.
Yep.
Jonathan did.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Hit for hard compound tyres with a new front wing change, so he's probably going to go to the end of the race. So.
Hard tyres, yeah, he's already made the tyre compound change, so he doesn't have to pit. I mean, if Jonathan's sensible about this and he can get these hards 22 laps without pitting and he's fast, he needs to get that pace up though. He needs to keep that pace. He needs to keep that pace. Yeah. Already done it when he fixed
Word
it, but didn't
from
want to
race control just yet if safety car is coming in.
It should hopefully come up
But
soon.
in theory it should.
It should pop up any minute now, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Look at Joe's being mediums, already on 11% rear right.
Ooh, yeah, that's not good.
No, right, we should get information very soon. I mean, all the drivers have managed to keep up with the pack here, so I'm hoping that we do get...
safety car is in this lap.
Safety car is in this lap. There we go. There we go. Yeah, once again, guys, thank you very much for lurking, tuning in the background. I know that lots of people do just listen into this and enjoy the Kenco F1 memes. But hopefully we'll be in for some good racing now, because we're about to get away on a safety car restart here. I'll ride on board with Joe Bean and we'll have a look at what happens here with the two front runners.
Sebi backs up the pack, raring to go. He controls the pace now. So when is he going to launch?
And he's gone.
As he launches now.
It's going to be a long trip down into turn one, especially for these two. But look how hot Josh Amara is on the back of Joe Bean. Obviously, they can't overtake until they hit the line, though. That's the safety car back in the pits. Followed by Sebi, followed by Joe, followed by Ferrari, and then both Mercedes following fourth and fifth.
Start from Sebi as well, trying to keep that pace. They now come through the very complex...
Flag sector 1, it's gone green again. What a camera angle here. Yeah, go ahead.
I think, yeah. I think Smith spun around in that complex.
Oh yeah, Smith's down to P16 already. He must have had a little bit of a spin. That's not good for a Red Bull. Red Bulls haven't had the best of start, I'm not going to lie. Another thing I want to point out as well, Max Chapman down to P14. Did something else happen there on the restart?
Yeah.
Obviously, that was near the back of the grid here. He's making an overtake here on... Oh, he's side by side here with Ryan Harper. As they come through turn 15 into turn 16. He does indeed get ahead of Ryan Harper, but Max Chapman's got to overtake 12 more cars. I say 12, I mean 10 more to even get a podium on today's race. So he's got a long trip ahead of him if he does definitely want to pick up some valuable points today. Yeah, currently Joe Bean P2, Sebi P1, Josh, Adam, and then Taylor Hume leading the top 5, I suppose, as Callum McGrath is here, making a move down the outside of the Alfa Romeo. They are very, very close here as they come through turn 27. Before going up the straight, a little bit of a desync there. You don't see that in real life. But he is ahead of Archie Middlefell here as we're coming down into turn 1. But again, no DRS though until 2 laps after the safety car. And Archie isn't quite brave enough there to make a move there back on Callum McGrath for the 7th, for P7, I should say.
On board with both the Mercedes drivers, of Mercedes drivers Taylor Hume. He's literally on the diffuser of Adam. Is keyboard just going to play up here?
We're not too sure.
Screaming down that radio saying, "I've got the pace. I can fight and probably get those 2 seconds."
Yeah.
Josh.
Again, yeah, look, Taylor's 3 tenths behind Adam Forbes here. I mean, it's something crazy. We're seeing an overtake here by the Alpine boys, potentially, of Max Chapman and Joe Robinson as they turn 15 to turn 16. This, again, might be team orders, potentially. But yeah, look, Zach Plant's right on the end. Let's flick over to Zach Plant here as the overtake on the Alpine boys is made very cleanly. Yes, that was very cleanly by them. And here you go. Here we are with Zach Plant in his Alpha Tauri. With both Mercedes clearly in his front row here. Again, I mean, great drive by Zach so far, keeping that position. But look, we're seeing Taylor overtake his teammate there, coming into turn 27. Could that turn have given Zach Plant a chance into turn 1? Because the DRS flap's going to be wide open here.
No, the DRS won't be open until next lap.
Oh, is it next lap? Oh, damn.
Next lap.
Damn.
DRS is enabled.
Okay, next lap then DRS will be enabled. Zach will have to wait another lap for that to happen, as there's 4 drivers abreast here. P4 up to P7 as Callum McGrath is now joining the party, closely followed by Archie Middlefeld behind as Taylor Hume leads the pack. And I also want to note as well, Joe Bean is right on the tail here of Sebi David for the first place of this Grand Prix. I mean, can he get a move done into turn 13? I don't know if it's possible, but it's definitely doing done in the past.
Yeah. He's trying to. I think he's going to try and eye up for the DRS straight, the main DRS straight of.
Yeah, there's only a few overtaking places actually that is safe around here.
Yeah.
I would say, for sure. I mean, again, obviously Sebi is a very good driver. To be fair, he well, I don't know what happened at the start, but he's definitely got pace behind Sebi. So we'll see how he defends this with Joe Bean as they come through turn 22 here.
Yeah, definitely. Now, as
DRS is
Joe
open.
Bean's got the DRS, is he going to do chicken? Or is chicken going to be played here? I think chicken is going to be played as they enter.
Yep, we're seeing a few places gained as well as they all come down. Hang on a minute. There's like 4 abreast here coming also into turn 27. We've seen Callum McGrath just make 3 moves. He's gone from P7 up to P4 in 1 turn. I don't know how he's managed that, but and also I'd like to say as well, it looks like Sebi David has. Oh, they're fighting at the front row as well. There's loads of overtakes going on here. Very hard defending there by Joe Bean. He's managed to keep Sebi behind him as we're seeing Callum McGrath somehow get up to P4 here. It looks like Zach Plant's joining the party as well to steal a few places as well from these Mercedes drivers. Damn. It's not the way that Mercedes would have wanted it, but I mean, they can always fight back a little bit longer. But there's now a 4 tenths gap between Sebi and Joe Bean here out at the front of the Grand Prix. I don't know what the steward's warning is all about. We might have to skip past that. But currently, I mean, fastest lap's currently going to Max Chapman, who is currently got fastest sector 1, fastest sector 3. Hopefully he's got some clean air. I don't know, although he does look like he's actually potentially, I mean, he's got loads of drivers ahead of him here. Again, Dylan Hartley is his next rival that he needs to overtake. Though, hang on a minute, we do have, Torben's also P9. Again, Torben's a fantastic driver in virtual reality as well. But there's so much going on. I have no idea what to look for. Look at this.
This is what I love about Kenco F1. Wheel-to-wheel action from start to finish.
Look at this. We're getting Alpine just overtaking, making the move there on Dylan Hartley. But, I mean, I don't even know what to do. We need some more people. We need someone controlling the cameras. We need another commentator. We need this, that, the other. I don't know. There is so much going on. I'm not saying I'm getting rid of you. I'm saying we need like a third one to just commentate over this. But yeah, I mean, Callum McGrath up to P4. Sebi Davis lost a position here to Josh, although they are fighting here for turn 1. Josh O'Mara has got the position up to P2 for Josh O'Mara. He started in P5, now he's up to P2. But can he withstand and keep that P2 position here as they're coming through turn 5?
Yeah. So, as I don't know when the next DRS race is. I can't remember.
The next DRS, there's 2 free. Is there 3 DRS zones or 2?
There's 3. Yeah, I think there's 3.
Yeah, there is definitely 3. Look at the pace of Max Chapman here in his Alpine. He's going on the inside. Oh, Charlie, no! Oh God, I hope that's desync. I hope that's desync. We are seeing as well another fight here by Sebi and Josh. Gosh, sorry, it's all going on. I keep cutting in front of you. Go ahead. I'll let you speak.
No, this is crazy. My interval times are all broken at the moment.
Oh, See, the game can't even cope with our Kenco F1 greatness.
I know.
This is it. This is it. I mean, everyone's got a DRS zone. This is the thing. It's a DRS straight. No one can get past each other because everybody's got that extra, like, the extra momentum of their car. You know, that is what DRS is all about. But if everybody's got DRS, then everyone's going exactly the same pace advantage. And that is exactly what's happening middle of the pack. All the way from P6 all the way down to P11. We're seeing all of these drivers fighting here through turn 27. And the AlphaTauri, he's going to be defending that Alfa Romeo. But look, it's almost 3 wide here as we're coming down to start lap 9 almost. I mean, Max Chapman's made a position here, but I don't really know how many more he's going to make. I mean, he's right at the back of that AlphaTauri as he's coming down into turn 1. Could he get 2, 3 positions maybe? I'm not even too sure. There's contact made potentially. But yeah, I don't really know what to say. This is just a scramble. Yeah, Josh O'Mara as well, I want to point out, has got a rear head of the Aston Martin here, right at the front. So it's currently Joe Bean, Josh O'Mara, Sebastian David in P3 in his Aston Martin. And then we've got an absolute mix of drivers here leading sort of the back of the pack here. Ryan Harper's leading the back, followed by both the Red Bulls. Jonathan in P13 on those slower hard tyre compounds. And then we've got both the Alpines, P12, P11, with Max Chapman with the fastest lap, followed by Dylan Hartley in his Alfa Romeo, chasing his teammate by the looks of it, and we've got a Ferrari sandwich between the two Alphas.
Yeah, the battle for the midfield positions is really picking up.
Yeah, these Mercedes boys, they're at the head. They're ahead of all this. They're kind of like, you know, let's put our foot down. Let's just, you know, lead this pack. Let's make sure no one can overtake us. And we can be in for some good points there. And that's exactly what's going through their mind, I'm pretty sure. But we might be seeing some more overtakes here as we go for another DRS straight. Let's ride on board with Dylan Hartley if we can. He is right at the back of Charlie, of Torben's shirt as he's attempting to go around the outside. Maybe look how close they are. They are literally touching. I'm pretty sure there was contact made there from Dylan Hartley and Charlie there. As we've got someone diving in the pits. I think that's Zach Plant into the pits there. As Max Chapman's found a little gap there between the two drivers. I don't know if he'll be able to keep that into turn 1. Charlie will be heavily defending that. And it looks like Max Chapman, he's a little bit of a rear wheel spin, but he has got ahead of both drivers there into turn 1. Dylan's not happy with that. He's going to be trying to fight this back as we've got Jonathan retired from the session in his, that's a full safety car as well, Jamie.
I'm looking why the full safety car.
Let's ride on board with Smits, who's going to be driving past the incident. We'll see if there's anyone here. That's the second full safety car of the session. We're going to be seeing lots of drivers, Jamie, pull into the pits.
Yeah, it's prime time to put the hard compound.
Dub, says Ryan. Dub indeed, Ryan. Dub. Is Smits in the pits? He's here. This could be Smits is P14. He's going to be on fresh tyres. We got Joe Bean out in the lead of the Grand Prix. Everyone's going to be bunched back up again. And it was only just separating. We're only just getting going. And now everyone's already getting tighter together again. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, it will allow, obviously, Zach Plant there. I mean, he obviously had his full pit stop. He's 13 seconds behind. But everybody in front of Zach Plant's going to be on a free pit stop here. Maybe. I don't know.
Is going to be fuming.
Joe's got a free pit stop as well. I want to add that.
Yeah.
I can assume Joe... I think it would be silly for Joe to not pit here.
Yeah, you'll just be stupid. You've got a free pit stop. Yeah, as he does.
Yes. 15 laps to go. There's
everybody
he's on the hards.
Piling in.
Yeah, I suppose it's the only tyre choice after mediums, isn't it? We got Sebi, we got Callum, we've got Josh all in the pits. Are we going to see Mercedes? Yes, we've got Adam and we've got Taylor double stacking in the pits. Torben has decided this is Torben's strategy here. He needs to pit. He started on the hard tyres and
Torben's going to be like...
He is still ahead of Joe Bean. Look at that. Look how tight that was out of those pits. Yes, Torben is on old hard tyres, but this could work out really big for Charlie. He's now leading the Grand Prix.
I know.
Everybody else is pitting.
He was literally in his mind going, with this strategy, there is going to be a safety car. With the hard compound tyre, I can get in front.
Yes. Obviously, we are looking at tyre changes here. Everybody in the Grand Prix has pitted apart from Charlie. Charlie's in the lead. His hards can at least go another 10 laps. Could he wait for another safety car? I don't know if there will be a third safety car. Commiserations to Jonathan as well, by the way. Obviously, I'm not too sure what happened there. But if we're looking at tyre... I mean, obviously... Charlie hasn't pitted yet. That's why he's in the lead. But There's position changes. Max Chapman's P10. Callum McGrath, he's lost out here on the safety car. He was P4. He's now P7.
Yeah. And looking in constructors, Alpine and Ferrari, they are in battle for P1 constructors. Mercedes and Aston Martin, they're in battle for P3.
Hang on.
And then...
Wait, Charlie has pitted. No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. Ignore me. Sorry.
And then you've got Haas, McLaren, AlphaTauri, Red Bull, Alfa Romeo, and Williams all fighting for P5 in the championship. It's crazy.
It's mad. I mean, if Max Chapman can't conceal good points today, and Josh does, that's pushing Josh even closer to winning the Constructors as well. David, a very good evening.
I think Max only has like a 38-point gap in the championship. If he has a string of bad races, Josh is going to be right up there and say, hello, give me that trophy.
Hello! Just going to wave. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Josh has made up one position in the Grand Prix today. We are seeing a switch here by Max Chapman. Oh, is that Max Chapman in the pits? That is Max Chapman in the pits. Oh, he's gone on the softs. Is he trying something?
I don't think those softs will last.
Well, we don't know. But he knows he knows that he's already going to be at the back. Now he's on softs to work his way through the grid. I've never seen this before. He's ahead of Smits and ahead of Harper on that. He's pitted twice in 2 laps. He's done his tyre change. And if he's happy and comfortable with these soft tyres around here, good luck to him. But he's got 13 laps on these.
I know.
Joe's rejoined the session.
Yeah, I gave him an invite.
Thank you.
He had a disconnect.
Yeah. I'm sure that Max Chapman might be able to catch up with the grid. We are going through turn 13, through Sector 1, into Sector 2. I mean, Max Chapman's still got the fastest lap. He's the only driver on the soft tyre compound, and we've got Alex Peake, the only driver on the medium tyre compound.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Max will have the pace to overtake, but is 13 laps enough to overtake 14 drivers? I'm not sure.
Let alone like
sense a third stop
13 laps. Let alone 13 laps being enough for like getting through 13 drivers.
Yep. 13
laps of stop in one of the most tired deck tracks on this game is a massive gamble.
But if you think about it, these laps that we're doing now aren't degrading the tyre. I mean, if we look at tyre wear,
safety car does come in this lap.
Everyone's caught up with the pack. Okay, well here we go then, everybody. Let's ride on board if we can we'll go and ride on board with Josh O'Mara here. He's got a good view here as they're coming through turn 27. It's already gone green by the looks of it for Torben. However, obviously drivers cannot overtake until the line, but we are seeing Charlie defending that position with side by side 4 in a little square here going through turn 1. We got Joe and Sebi there on the outside. A little bit of a tap there on the rear. I think that was of the Mercedes of Adam Forbes on the back of Josh, but a good... Oh, whoa! What happened to Charlie? Oh my gosh! Did you just see that? No.
I did. Oh,
Charlie! That looked deathly. No, that won't be another safety car because it's only just gone back in. But oh no,
it might.
Was that more contact with Sebi or Joe?
I think he might have got run wide.
I don't think he
run
wide.
Let me just check.
Josh doesn't have any damage. Sebi, I don't. Again, we need to have a look back at that on the replay for sure. Oh no, Charlie on such a good strategy as well. He was on such a good strategy. Apparently we just had news from the Mercedes from the Alpine garage that Max Chapman was not meant to go on softs. He was indeed meant to go onto the medium tyres, but he's up to P8. And we are seeing a little bit of a fall here. Is Adam Forbes got damage? He's down to P11 now. He's losing a lot of positions, is Adam Forbes. He's about to lose another one here from Max's teammate, Jay Robinson. I don't think there's damage. I don't know what Adam's doing. He has lost a lot of positions with his teammate up to P5. Currently the lead of this Grand Prix. This is mad. We've got Joe Bean following Sebi, following Josh McGrath, Taylor, Chapman up to P7 there. You've just seen the overtake made there. We got a yellow flag sector 1. I don't know what's happened straight ahead. Looks clean to me. Safety car again.
Now it gives the prime position for a safety car. I have a replay.
Oh, you have a replay?
I have a replay.
Oh, let's get it on the stream right now. Here is a replay of what happened. This is using Discord. This is some tech here. Go ahead, Joey.
I know. Right.
Oh, there's no
This is what happened.
Okay, okay. Oh, so Charlie lost the rear. Wait, can you play that again?
Yeah.
So Charlie was on... Okay.
Do it frame by frame.
This is from Speed. Yep.
Speedy Joe went on the inside. Charlie went on the outside. Charlie then ran wide.
And he put too much throttle down.
Put too much throttle.
Oh, and he went straight into the wall. No.
Straight into the wall.
That must have... He's in virtual reality as well. That must have been horrible. Did he make contact with his teammate as well? It looks... I mean, look... no, actually, to be fair, he lost the right wheel because he lost the wheel on the right side, which is where Josh went past.
Yeah. There might be some floor damage to the Ferrari.
There might well be. I mean, thank you for showing us that, Jamie. I appreciate it, and whoever sent that in.
No, that was me.
Alex Peak is out of the session as well. That's a good point, Action Hank. We might have to go and try and find out what happened there with Alex Peak. This is going to help Max Chapman's soft tyres as well. However, having said that, Max has just gone in the pits.
As he goes into the pits.
So he's probably changing onto some newer softs, some newer mediums. He's on the mediums now, okay.
What's he done now?
He's having a bit of fun, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's fun or not for him.
This is strategy going to work.
I feel like we've just had safety car laps. There's been racing, but we haven't really we had about 6 laps of racing. The most laps before another... I mean, we got 10 laps to go. I hope that there's no more safety cars. Adam Forbes is unfortunately at the back of the grid now. I don't really quite know what happened with Adam. Let's have a look at position changes. Hang on, is that Max Chapman pitted 3 times? So Zach Grant's also pitted 3 times as well. Dylan Hartley started at the back of the grid. He's up to P7 with his teammate P6. Alfa Romeo having a good weekend. Much the same with Callum McGrath. He also started near the back.
Definitely, we've had a fantastic
Gosh, we had 18 drivers today as well. I'm gutted. We had a full grid and 5 of them decide to DNF.
No.
Well, 4 because Finley just disqualified. But yeah, David, we should have put safety car on reduced today because it feels like some of these safety cars could just be a virtual safety car.
I know.
You know, but the problem is because it's such a tight track, if there's one crash, it's going to be in the way of the racing line, isn't it? So... Yeah. Hassan's expecting another 2 safety cars. What, beyond this one?
Beyond this?
Gosh, it's been safety car heaven. I mean, there's going to be no fuel left in that safety car in a minute. But, yeah. Track limits on regular today. They're only on strict during qualifying. However, we did forget that in this qualifying. We got another lap of the safety car here. Joe Bean's on 100% ERS. We got Sebi on... Every driver's on 100% ERS because they haven't had a chance to race.
Yeah. I think Third Line Lander is getting more laps in the lead than probably any other the people at the moment in that safety car.
I think that safety car has led more laps of this Grand Prix in first than any driver. Joe Bean might be on for his first win though. Not gonna lie, Joe Bean hasn't had much luck at the start of this season. He's had a few, he's had a few luck, but a few laps, races of luck, but he hasn't had much. But he's done well so far. He has done well so far. Charlie's alive! Yay! Alive. To be fair, Charlie, I do owe you an apology. We shown your crash before we confirmed if you were all right. Oops.
Yeah, I know.
That's against some FIA rules.
Yeah.
Out of respect, we won't do that in the future. I'm glad you're okay, Charlie, alright? He's in virtual reality, man.
No.
God. That was a bad crash. We watched the replay back from Jamie's view, but oh my god.
Yeah.
I just spun on
Luckily
traction,
you're
yeah.
fine.
It didn't look great, to be fair, because you had to run wide, I think, with one of the front runners, and then because you went onto the black paint, you obviously put the throttle down and you lost the rear. But you were lucky not to hit Josh. You were lucky not to hit your teammate. Do we get a replay of Alex's crash? I don't know if we've got intel of that.
I don't think so. I don't have.
Yeah, these things that are submitted are from the drivers. So obviously if we can't get replays of the game. Doesn't allow us to do that, unfortunately, at the minute. I wish it did. I really wish it did. But yeah, we unfortunately won't be able to see that happen. Maybe in a future F1 game we can see that. I'm not too sure though. But yeah, it is a shame about that. In before red flag after the safety car, lol. Oh, safety car's coming in.
Safety car comes in this lap.
You can tell by the SC in green on the display boards. Go ahead.
So, Jobine's going to be leading the pack, slowing down to warm those tyres up, leaving a gap to the safety car. When he's going to go, he will go. He won't want to get that toe. He won't want to give Debbie, Josh, the toe at all. He probably want to leave as late as possible.
And he's gone there. Again, that is the perfect place, I think, for drivers to go. However, look at Josh's reaction to that with Sebi. Look at Josh's reaction. That was incredibly much better by Josh than it was for Sebi, as he's going on the outside there. It looks like Sebi locked up his front right, but they are racing wheel to wheel as Callum McGrath's joining the scene. It looks like Dylan Hartley as well gone down to P13. Did he spin? Oh, that's Ryan Harper in the wall. I don't know if they made contact at the back, but Ryan Harper's rejoining. He has not got a front wing, so that's Ryan Harper going to be tiptoeing back to the pits. Luckily, that didn't cause another safety car. Yeah. That would have been bad.
Interesting.
But yeah, we are currently seeing Sebastian, P2, Josh O'Mara, Callum McGrath, Taylor, Middlefell. Commiserations to Dylan. That's allowed both the Alpine boys up another place, and we are seeing a little overtake there through turn 13. That's Max Chapman ahead of ahead of Archie Middlefell now, up to P6 on those medium tyres. Now behind Taylor Hume in his Mercedes. As all the drivers are running hard tyre compounds with Smits on the soft tyres, Adam Forbes, Zach, and Max Chapman on the mediums. But yeah, I'm glad there was no other safety car for that incident. That's going to be Ryan Harper now 10 seconds behind the pack, but he will be able to get in the pits and change at tyre, so at least he's not out of the Grand Prix. We don't want a sick retirement, as Max Chapman moves ahead of Taylor Hume there, up to P5. Great comeback drive by Max Chapman, as his next enemy will be Callum McGrath in his Williams P4. He hasn't had a teammate all the race, Callum, but he's definitely put his head down and got racing. I respect that.
Yeah, an excellent restart from Joe there, gaining 1.5 seconds.
Yes.
Steady. So, excellent restart, as he does set the fastest lap of the race, for 131.8.
Yes.
With that extra point as well.
Yeah, there you go. There's the graphic as well. I don't know what... There you go. You read out the time as well. But, yeah, that gap, Sebi's obviously losing a little bit. Again, we've got Joe Bean. He's already pulled 1.5 seconds like Jamie said. And that gap is only going to increase every lap now. Josh O'Mara in P3 with his teammate, obviously DNF now from the session. Callum McGrath taking an interesting line through there. I think he missed his apex, and that's why Max Chapman is right at the backside there of that Williams. And as we come down into turn 13, I think this is turn 13, we are seeing Max Chapman, maybe even, has he got the pace to overtake on the outside around turn 13? Callum McGrath's giving him a lovely bit of room. I love this racing from these two. And that is Max Chapman always ahead, but Callum McGrath's going to want to fight this back. But I think Max Chapman might have got that move stuck. Absolutely brilliant racing by them two. Love to see it.
Clean and brilliant.
That's what Kenco F1's all about, unlike a few weeks ago. But there you go. I mean, Max Chapman's done one overtake.
A few weeks ago.
Can we
talk about that?
No, we don't. But look, they are literally touching front wings, rear wings. I don't even know anymore. These tyres are working out to Max's advantage here, as he might get another overtake done on this lap. I don't know if it's possible, though. Obviously, no DRS until lap 19, lap 20. So it's all going to be about pace advantage. However, Callum McGrath will be looking to get an overtake maybe on both of these as well. He's obviously got two drivers ahead of him. Look how close that Ferrari is. Josh O'Mara not wanting to give up his podium position here to Max Chapman anytime soon. Max Chapman on the inside. Callum McGrath trying to go on the inside here, giving Josh room. Max Chapman up into podium positions after he was last. And that's Josh out of the podium, but can he fight it back? I mean, Josh in one position. Does he want to lose another one? I don't think he does.
He doesn't want to lose one, but he does have the momentum of a race win under his belt from last weekend. So
yes,
he's going to be feeling pumped to try and get that position back from Max Chapman.
Yeah, Josh already losing 1.3 seconds there to Max Chapman. He's lost a lot of time there, unfortunately. So he was not within DRS range. But yeah, I mean, obviously Josh did win Silverstone last week. Incredible drive there by Josh. He'll be very happy with that. Obviously, confidence going into this weekend. Josh started in P... That's the wrong button. Hang on a minute. Josh started in P5. He's currently P4. So even if he does lose another place to Callum, he hasn't lost any positions at the moment. So he should still be very happy with himself nonetheless. Another fastest lap there by Joe Bean as well. 1:31.8. I hope that doesn't keep popping up. I'm not too sure. Fingers crossed it doesn't. But yeah, I mean, at the moment, we've got Callum McGrath very hot on the tail of Josh O'Mara. Max Chapman 1.6 second deficit to Sebi, as Callum McGrath does indeed, looks like he does get ahead of Josh O'Mara here. But there will be definitely a fight in turn one. Oh, I don't know if that was contact, but Josh has got some mad DRS advantage here as they're coming down into turn one. Let's remove that race story as well if we can, if it lets me, as Josh O'Mara has regained that position. Great fight by these two drivers here, Williams and a Ferrari. As it looks like we've also got Jay Robinson fighting in the mix. Look at this pack of cars. Both the Mercedes again. They haven't, these Mercedes guys haven't rested. They've been always in the action. Oh, there's a front wing end plate just gone off one of the cars. I don't know whose that was, but someone's just lost a front wing end plate. There's too many cars to know which one. One of them, I don't know. The Mercedes looks all right. We'll go and have a look at Zach's plant. No, Zach's good. Let's have a look. Oh, these cameras aren't giving me very good. I'm not sure whose front wing end plate. I feel like it was the front wing end plate.
It was Jay, the Alpine of Jay Robinson.
Ah, it was Jay. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's Jay's front left of his... he hasn't got a front left... that's what I say, spoiler then. Spoilers are at the back. Well, not on F1 cars, they're wings, but you know what I mean. Jay Robinson's currently... Yeah, the end plate. There you go. Jay Robinson's currently leading the Mercedes, but it looks like Adam Forbes is going for an overtake. We don't often see overtakes by Adam Forbes, but when we do, they are magnificent. Please don't crash. But we are seeing the DRS lap open. Was that a collision? Oh my gosh, what's going on? Whoa! I don't know what happened. Did Jay give Adam enough room? Did Adam give Jay enough room? Oh no.
I don't know.
Safety car. No!
Another safety car.
No. No. I this is almost hysterical. Oh no.
Safety car to the line or...
How many laps are left, Jamie?
There is 4 laps, I think.
4 laps left. We could get 2 laps of racing. I feel like this is coming...
2 laps of racing.
5 laps left.
Means...
Everyone's pitted from Middelfeld down. Top 6 have stayed out. They're going to be on fresh tyres. Max Chapman's on 6-lap-old mediums. He could still be in for the win for this.
Yeah, probably the
so
two are going to have a look.
Anybody could win. Oh my god, look at everybody on the softs. Nah. These guys are going to be rapid. Jay's got a free pit stop out of that as well. There's a safety car pulling over, waiting for Joe Bean.
I think probably all the front runners are going to pit.
We'll have to...
If they don't pit, they're just going to be robbed, literally.
We'll have to investigate that as well, I think, after the race. Again, obviously, if drivers are outside P10, we won't investigate it because... Well, obviously we will, but obviously it depends if there's points to gain kind of thing. But regardless, I guess in real life they do investigate everything, so we should do that as well. Look at that Jeddah sign in the middle. That looks very nice. Yeah, I mean... It will allow Ryan Harper to catch up, but I feel like we've had 4 this is our 4th safety car tonight. I should have put it on reduced. I should have known.
I would just like to say...
Yes.
Josh,
P5.
Matt, Debbie, and Joe have not pitted.
Nope. They've got loads of soft runners on fresh softs behind them.
They are going to be eaten.
They are going to be eaten, he says. I agree. I mean, chat. We've got chat here. Put in chat who you think's going to win this Grand Prix. I'll put the names up. Who's going to win? I can't do a poll. I can't do a prediction. Just pick a name. I mean, everyone below P6 and below are on soft tyres. So they're on fresh tyres. They're on the softest, the fastest compound. P1 to P5. Joe Bean, Sebi, Max Chapman, McGrath, and Josh. Some of these drivers have pace. Actually, no, all of these drivers have pace. But they're on the hard tyres. They're the slowest. Who is going to win? Who is going to come out on top?
No, but I know who's going to be getting the most laps led of this race. The safety car.
Yeah. I want to point out Dylan as well. He had an absolute mare of a safety car restart. He's back up to P7. He's done a really great comeback drive. Driver of the day for me at the minute. Zach says Zach's got this. It's funny you have the same name. Zach Plant P9. He's pitted a few more times than a lot of the track actually.
The fourth stop strategy.
Yeah, look at these drivers. I mean, the only drivers to pit once is Joe Bean, Sebi. The fact that Max Chapman's pitted 3 times is still P3 it just amazes me. Yeah. Zach Plant's pitted the most along with Smits and Ryan Harper. Again, some of these pit stops had to happen because, obviously, damage. Is safety car coming in?
Not yet.
Okay.
I think it might be out for another lap. I do not know.
Lap. Right, while it's doing that, Jamie, I'll leave you to the chat because I need to disappear for 60 seconds.
Oh, I'm in charge now.
You are in charge. I can't change the camera, so I'll leave you with Archie Middlefeld, just middle of the pack. I'll be back in 60.
I have got the power. I don't know what to say. I'll try and entertain you, Hassan. My predictions actually. Right. Joe, Debbie, Max, Callum and Josh. If there is a safety car restart, they will be eaten up. Especially Josh, Callum, and probably maybe Max. But I think Joe has it. He's got the gap of 4 cars behind him between the soft runners. If the safety car doesn't come in this lap, then...
Hello.
When is the safety car coming in this lap? I have no idea.
Lap 23.25. The only way of finding out is if we ride on board one of the drivers. No, it's still white at the minute. Where it says SC on the side of the track, if that turns green, safety car's coming in. But obviously we can have a look at race director as well.
I'm frantically looking.
It better, because that means we'll have 2 laps of racing. There will be no more DRS this whole Grand Prix.
Yeah.
2 laps of hard racing. Look at Archie Middlefeld. Both these Alpha boys are in a very good position. They've got 5 cars ahead of them. It is coming in this lap. Good. Yeah, Alfa Romeo could be in for a podium here. I don't know how good racing they are, but if they put their head down, if they are good drivers, they could get a podium. Potentially double Alpha podium. I don't know. But here we go then. Good luck to all the drivers. And here we go for the safety car restart. Joe Bean, Sebi, Max Chapman warming up their tyres.
As Joe...
Look how smooth that. Cross the line does go Joe Bean. That is Sebi and Max Chapman into turn 1. Max Chapman does indeed get ahead of Sebi. There is some contact though, middle of the pack. That's Josh O'Mara, middle of the pack. Everyone's had to slow down because of that. Josh managing to keep his P5, but we are seeing Middlefeld there falling behind. P8 now, potentially P7 if he does get ahead of this Mercedes. A little bit squiggly in the middle of the pack, but Max Chapman ahead of Sebi, now chasing down his rival Joe Bean for the win of the Grand Prix. Callum McGrath keeping P4, and we are seeing Dylan Hartley here with the brand new soft tyre compound. Tyre wear only 14% after those 2 laps of safety car, but we could potentially be seeing some overtakes here with no DRS, but obviously there is the slipstream is very powerful around here. There could be no more safety car. I'm excited. There could be no more safety car.
So, we've got 4 drivers in the space for the lead at the moment.
This race is anybody's.
He's just hanging on.
He's 4 tenths ahead now of Max Chapman. Zach Plant did just make a move there, I think, on Jay Robinson, or at least he attempted to on Taylor as well. We are seeing Miller Pack here, potentially a move here by Dylan Hartley and Josh. Dylan really wants this position. Josh's tyres are not giving up, though, as he's defending that with everything as we come down the final straight to enter the final lap of the Jeddah Grand Prix. And it looks like Dylan is going to attempt this. He goes on the inside, decides to go... Oh, no, he goes on the outside, decides to go on the inside into turn 1. They are so close to each other, both giving drivers enough room for each other. As it looks like Dylan Hartley might... Look at this driving. Josh isn't giving up. There's no way he's backing out of that. Brilliant driving there by Josh, keeping that P5. That is his. P5 is his. Look at these 2 drivers at the front, though. Max Chapman right on the rear here of Joe Bean. He's going to be using every apex, every bit of ERS. He's still got 46% left in there, as we've got Jonathan retiring from the session. That might be a pit stop retirement, but there will definitely be no safety cars. Max Chapman's on the inside of turn 13 for the lead of the Grand Prix. Joe Bean not giving that up, though. Joe Bean is still keeping and defending as hard as he can for the win. A little bit of braking there by both of the drivers, but I don't know who's going to win this Grand Prix. Sebi, unfortunately, a second now behind the 2 front runners as they're both pulling away. Callum McGrath up to P4, still remaining P4, sorry, as Dylan, the Alfa Romeos, can't make up any moves with those soft tyres. So pitting for the softs probably wasn't the best option. Obviously, they didn't know there was another safety car, but still, they are all still behind these hard tyre compounds. Max Chapman's got one last opportunity to overtake Joe Bean, and that's going to be into turn 27, which is coming up as this one. Joe Bean really, really wide, going to be keeping Max Chapman right to the side, but Max Chapman's now on the inside as it goes down to the line. We don't know who's going to win. I don't know who's going to win, as there's a little contact made, but I don't think Max Chapman's unfortunately got enough as he crosses the line in P2. Sebi P3. Joe Bean does indeed win the Jeddah Grand Prix here at Saudi Arabia. Callum McGrath goes P4. Unfortunately, Josh O'Mara down to P11. What happened there?
I think he had a 5-second time penalty.
It was a time penalty. Oh, no.
An earlier incident.
We might have to investigate that after the Grand Prix and maybe give that back to him if it's...
It was a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
We don't give those back, do we?
So, we don't give them back.
Oh, no, that sucks. Can we just get a flurry of GGs in the chat, everybody? To the line that race was. To the line. Most position gained and lost, I'm going to give to Max Chapman. Driver of the day... I'll give you that one. I'll let you decide that, Jamie.
Just on the way that Max, I think Max Chapman.
Driver of the day goes to Max Chapman, according to the game.
Job. It's literally going from second to last to last again, then last again, then to second.
Yeah. Callum McGrath as well. Dylan, I mean, they both started at the back. They've done well. They've both done really well, in my opinion. I'm knackered. But there's the podium. Congratulations to Joe Bean on the win. His first win of Kenco F1, I've got to say. We obviously will investigate some incidents after, but as far as I'm concerned, Joe Bean has 100% won this Grand Prix. I don't think he really put a foot wrong, did he?
Nope, he did not.
There you go. Look at that. Triple British podium. Come on, Norris. We need that in real life, mate. But there you go. Max Chapman getting the extra point there. It's 19 points for Max Chapman. We've got Joe with 25. Sebastian with 15. Callum started P13, came 4th. Very great drive there by Callum. Shame he couldn't get a podium. And then Dylan started last, came 5th. Again, we might look at that with Josh. I don't know, obviously, on how close that pit lane was, but we don't often give those thingies back. But yeah, I mean, great drive. I'm going to make sure you guys save the replays as well. We can't save replays as spectators, but do save your replays. But yeah, commiserations to Finley as well. He's had a lot of issues with his game. Matthew DNFing on lap 1, or turn 1, I should say. Jonathan, Charlie with the massive crash. Alex would like to find out more what happened there with Alex. And then Smits, Ryan, Josh, Jay. Jay's South Korean. We'll just go with it. Adam had a great race. Obviously, he had a little bit of an incident. I think middle of the race, obviously, where he dropped back a lot of positions. But yeah, great drive by everybody. That was a Grand Prix that I wanted. However, shame about the safety cars. You know, we wanted more racing. But next time we'll have a little look and we'll see if we can put the safety car on reduced. And you know, I feel like definitely some of those should have been virtuals. There was no way they deserved it. They needed a full safety car whatsoever. I'm happy to get both the Mercedes boys in. I don't know if we should ping people and ask them if they want to join. But that was like genuinely good racing. Like on a serious note, if you are listening, anybody from Kenco F1, that's the racing we want. That's the standard that you know. Like I say, shame about the safety cars. We wanted more racing, but people left room. Nobody, you know, wanted to just kind of crash into you just to get the position kind of thing. You know, it was good racing. It was good racing. Are we okay to get the Mercedes boys, sorry, up here? I don't know if that's possible. We can just have a speak with them first. Let me just ping people in case they want to. I'll at Kenco F1 and see any react if you want to chat. I'll do that. We do indeed have both the Mercedes people here. Hang on, let me go and change. I don't really have... I have this, but it's broken, the intermission. So if we go on starting, I'll get rid of the countdown. Is that all right? That should be all right. Sorry, I'm whittling away. Taylor and Adam, hello.
Hello.
I mean, you've been in the action the entire race, I'm not going to lie. Did you ever have a break?
No.
No? I mean, great racing, by the way, both of you. Taylor, I mean, you finished, what, ahead of... I think you finished ahead of Adam, because Adam had a few issues for some reason in the middle of the track. Middle of the lap? I don't know, something happened. You lost, like, loads of positions in, like, one lap.
I can't even remember.
Oh. Never mind. It was good. It was a good race.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
The, like, game glitched out, so... I got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane even though I wasn't, and I couldn't move. Then I got squeezed into the wall.
There was a few instances we missed. There was so much action going on. I mean, you were P4, P5 for quite a lot of the first like part of that lap, part of the race, and then safety car. I guess no one went on their strategy.
No.
No.
I think I went medium
out the window.
hard, medium soft or something.
Yeah, that was just not possible. I mean, I don't really know what to say. I mean, most of it was safety cars, but I mean, great drive. Obviously, you made up a lot. Did you feel like you were overtaking loads of cars and that kind of thing? Like, was you making progress? Because I want to have a look at how many overtakes everybody got, if that's possible. I don't know. Maybe there's some stat we can look at, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, I prefer if I wasn't overtaking cars and I was just chilling out in like a DRS train. But,
yeah, there was a massive DRS train actually. Like I say, you were just in the mix. There was like 6-7 cars just constantly following each other around.
I was at the head of that as well.
Yeah, again, you were leading them, so you were struggling. You were defending because everyone else was on DRS. But yeah, I mean, well done both of you, and there's some points for Mercedes at least, isn't it? So
yeah.
I think it's probably one of the best races I've had in Kenco F1, so GG.
yeah, the racing was racing, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it was a hell of a lot of fun to commentate. So yeah, well done, GG.
Yeah, thanks.
Should we get Alpine?
Yeah, we get the Alpine
Mine.
of Max Chapman.
I don't know if Joe Robinson wants to speak as well. He didn't react.
Yeah, he didn't react.
Just drag him.
Yeah, I'll just drag Max.
I'll take the hit. It's fine. I like this bit of the of the stream.
I know.
It's so cool.
It's
Hello.
Max Chapman here in the
Hello.
commentary booth.
Wait, let me turn Max up. He's a bit quiet. Hang on.
That was mental.
There we go.
That was ridiculous.
I mean,
So,
go ahead.
yeah. Well, on the I can tell you. I mean, I can tell you all about it if you want.
Yeah.
So on the start, so I got like a half the. It was a bit of a horrendous start. But at the same time, it was all right. So, and you know when like if third gets a good start, they'll try to go between the two of you.
That's exactly what happened.
I've clearly covered it off, and he's just still gone through, and I've been spun. Got a slight bit of wing damage. So I was on a yellow front wing till the first round of pit stops. Obviously I went down to like P10, and then I kept. The thing is, that train, it was just a constant DRS train. So every time I'd overtake someone, someone would just get back straight away. So, and then I got tagged from behind. got spun again, so I dropped that down to P11. Then I pitted because I had wing damage. No, after the first round of pit stops, then I was behind Charlie. Obviously, because he's in VR, he'd probably brake a bit earlier and take more speed on the exit. So I just underestimated where he was braking. Hit him in the back by accident. So got more wing damage. This time I had double orange on the front. Then I pitted. But then it put me on the wrong set of tyres, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I set it to mediums clearly on my dash, and then it just...
Your team put on softs.
No, not Ferrari. Your Alpine did a Ferrari.
Yeah, and then it just clearly reset me.
Game's mad like that.
And then obviously on the last safety car, I got quite lucky. But that was so close.
Was you in your mind like, oh my god, I'm gonna win this, or have a chance? I mean, you had a chance.
The thing is,
but it was to the line.
I knew I can tell that obviously other people. See, I focused my setup today on more the first sector because I knew on the hard, the mediums, it's atrocious. It's like a boat.
Yeah.
And I can tell
Bendy.
just through the first sector, I was gaining like 6-7 temps on the majority of people.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just the middle sector I lose all my time, all that, and the last sector, all the straights.
Whereas you're thinking like Joe might have had a more average setup, which way it was sort of
more straight line speed.
More straight line, yeah, which is obviously not going to help you out.
Yeah,
and no DRS as well, so. Yeah,
that's the thing. I just constantly I get behind him, like that. Like you saw on the main straight, I got a really good exit for the towards the line, and then because his setup so much quicker in a straight line, there was nothing I could do. So I just had to suffer for second.
But you were last multiple times in that Grand Prix.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
The pits probably helped you out getting those tyres changed in those 4 safety cars. I wish some of them were virtual.
Yeah, it wasn't very helpful though, because if I didn't have that soft thing, I'd probably be nearer to the front. Maybe I had more of a chance.
You would have had an extra lap or two, whatever.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean, P2's considering, in my opinion, great considering, you were
where I was.
Yeah. It was a good comeback from what happened at
the start. Overall, that was so much better from last week.
Yeah.
Like the racing standards.
I mean, you had a good...
Everyone was cleaner. It was.
Did you have a double overtake at one point as well on Callum? And I'm pretty sure that down the straight you overtook an Alfa and a Williams.
I can't lie. I probably overtook about 40 cars that race. It was ridiculous. But that battle when it was 7, 8 of us in a DRS train.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. It's mental.
The thing is, fun. Exactly. Obviously, I know that Charlie lost the rear at some point in that and didn't collect any cars, luckily. But yeah, there was constantly the mid pack of the cars were just constantly fighting, and they were giving each other room, and they were actually defending, attacking. It was good. It was good. But yeah, I mean, thanks Max. That was a awesome Grand Prix. I don't know what we've got next week.
Spain.
Spain. Looking forward to it. I don't know. Is Spain a good track? No idea.
You don't know, right?
I think it's alright.
Let's get our race winner up in the commentary box. Why not?
Yeah, thank you, Max. You can stay here if you want. I don't mind. Hey, look, it's the guy who can hold the gold trophy.
Oh, I didn't realise that. No.
Oh, we were meant to drag you up.
How long was I in it for?
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Well done, Joe.
Cheers, mate. That was good racing.
Yeah,
I actually enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a good race.
My heart was it was in my throat.
Yeah. Oh, I got such a good exit in the last turn. It was just that your setup was just so much faster in a straight line.
Oh yeah, managing that setup was so difficult because obviously you're quicker in the straight line, but your aero's not there. So
yeah,
you've got high deck tires going through that sector 1. It's so difficult, but well, paid off. I say when you went on the mediums, that was cool of the century. That was so good.
Yeah, I just knew the hards were so shit for me. Awful. They were. My setup felt like a boat. So I was just I've got to get off them. But you probably didn't see, but I set it to my mediums on my thing, and it pitted me. It went soft, so I had to pit again.
Oh, is that what happened at the start?
No.
What happened at the start? You just
Basically,
disappeared.
So I got an even start to you, and then you know how like third sometimes gets a better start than both of us.
Oh, right.
I shut it off. I went
Yeah.
towards you, and then he just still goes through and just spun and got a slight wing damage, and then
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That was a good comeback, though.
yeah.
Especially at Jeddah.
Got quite lucky though. Safety car after safety car after safety car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Good fun.
Better than I expected for Jeddah. I know there was 4 safety cars, but
Yeah.
it was good
definitely.
racing, which is what I liked. Everyone was being respectful.
Yeah.
Well,
You
there
could.
was some incidents, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
get that.
Like if you were faster, you knew that they wouldn't fight you, and at Jeddah, that's really what you need, obviously, because you've got a car in front. You need the confidence to be able to overtake them. So, and you know, I actually had that. So, you must have worked your magic, Ian.
Well, I it's so difficult to commentate and change all the cameras and like know what's going on, but I think I'm getting better at it.
Oh.
But yeah, it was 25 points. I think Max got fastest lap from memory.
Mm-hmm.
You did have
Yeah.
fastest lap at one point, but I think that was taken back.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah,
Pretty
it was
sure.
good Grand Prix. I'm kind of knackered. I'm just like laying down. Yeah. I mean, any thoughts going into Spain? Are you good with Spain? Do you think you can win that back to back? I don't know. It's probably a bit advanced question, but
I think what I've got to do is obviously Spain turn 3. If you've got your tires on too much of a high pressure, then you just spin. So I think I've got to really balance out the tire deg and the tire pressures, because the setup is the rest of the track I'm fine with. I'm quite confident in that, but I think, you know, if the tire pressures aren't right and you're not confident in the car, then it will not end
yeah,
well.
tire pressures. I when I was racing like last year, I didn't actually know how like kind of important they were.
Yeah.
It's to sort of lower them during a race or high. I don't know what way it was, but yeah, they
Yeah.
have a big effect, especially with temperatures as well, isn't it? I think.
Like, yeah, and that was really difficult actually to manage it today, obviously, because it's in Arabia. The track temperature's naturally a lot hotter.
That's why they do it at midnight, I think.
Yeah.
Otherwise it'd be a nightmare.
Honestly, I think I had like 7% warm softs after 2 laps in practice, not the race. But yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to say that I think I can win it and then look stupid, because.
Well, yeah, no one can really say that, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah,
I'm confident. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Because I know there is some tracks where certain drivers just don't really like them or they don't get on with them. You know.
Yeah.
But it's good though. It's good. Can't believe we've only got what 3 races left? 4 or 3? 3 left. No, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, 4. I can't count.
Yeah. It's like that earlier, like that soft that I went on, like I did an outlap on the safety car, 3%.
I know, yeah, mental.
It's just like
even on the safety car, it was 3%.
3%.
So you weren't even using them.
Because I had to catch up, but like 3% in like 3/4 of a lap is just ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there was. I don't know if you saw behind you, but behind top 5, everyone was on soft tires after the last safety car. They all pitted for softs, but none of them could get any positions. Yep. Only top 5 was on their original tires, like hards, mediums. Everyone, I think, from below Dylan was on soft tires, but they just weren't doing anything. They couldn't gain.
Wasn't it Josh, Callum were on the hards, then it was me on the mediums,
Correct.
then it was
Sebi and
then it
Joe
was
on.
Joe.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were on the hards as well. And then yeah, everyone
They
else was on
must
softs.
be dead. They must be dead.
I don't know.
I've got a quick championship standing stat.
Oh, is it on the spreadsheet?
Oh god,
It
where
is
am I?
active on the
P6.
spreadsheet.
It is.
I've updated the spreadsheet.
Oh, we can show to stream.
From your race wing, Joe, guess how many positions you've gained?
0.
Nice
No.
confidence.
3.
You
You
That's
gained
not that bad.
3.
Hang on,
That's
I
not-
can't
You're
see
2
the...
points
There you go.
behind
Oh yeah.
Sebi in the championship for 3rd.
How is it possible for me to get 2nd? Is that possible?
Yep, it is possible.
How far am I in front now?
Okay, you're like 60
you're quite
points
far high in front. Let me get my calculator. Because you
I
are
think
in another country.
I needed my luck now at the start. Oh god.
57?
Maybe next season. Next
No.
season. Next season I'll give you a competition.
Yeah.
You're 57 points.
That's not bad, to be fair. I'm quite happy
two
with
wins. Alright, calm. So if I
You
win
don't
next
have
week
to attend.
and Josh and Sebi have
Hmm.
a stinker.
I think you're in for it.
You might have won the championship.
Oh,
You probably
very
won already, I think.
I don't know
Dog, we gained on Ferrari as well.
because of Charlie.
Yeah,
Charlie was started on hards,
happened?
by the way.
What happened? What happened?
Do you want
to
me
him?
to show you? There is a
Yeah,
replay.
go
I
on.
don't know, Jamie. Can you Discord
got the
screen
replay.
share it?
Yeah.
So Charlie started on
Starters.
hards, and then obviously he got first from staying not pitting under the first safety car or second, whatever it was. And then he lost his rubber, and you'll see what happens.
Alright, let's have a look at this. Oh, I'm on it.
Right. This happens. I'll do it in full speed.
Oh,
Oh.
nice
He
move.
runs wide and boom.
Oh, that was a nice move, Joe.
It was, but what happened there is that I went deep and I was like, oh shit, he's gonna come back on. So I had to go really wide out. I had to go quite far out. So I gave him enough room to join back, just about. But he just,
He just loses the rear.
Just traction.
shit.
yeah.
He's got overtake enabled.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
I've no idea. I need
Oh.
to ask Josh.
I didn't know he.
Yeah,
I
Josh
I didn't know he
didn't get
crashed into his
tagged.
teammate.
He didn't.
How did
Oh,
he
If
get
he
I don't
got
know how.
damaged,
Look how close that is.
bloody hell!
like, I want to ask Josh in private, or if he wants to come to the conference, like, how did he not get busted off?
Did he not get hit
And
at all?
I don't even know
I
if he had
don't
damage.
know.
I want to
Bloody
ask if he
hell.
actually got damage
Fair enough. Respect.
because
Mm,
they're touching. So
yeah. Right, I might end the stream because we're still streaming.
Yeah.
So that's all right. But yeah, thank you to everybody who's watched the stream. We will get all these on YouTube, don't worry. And I guess looking forward to Spain next week. Oh god, we got like a triple header, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's
Yeah, that's
go.
good.
I think so because we obviously had a 2-week break. Oh, it's the next 2 weeks, and then we have a week off. So it's Spain, then Sprint Austria, I think. That's what it says.
Yeah.
And then we've got a week off, then Singapore, Brazil.
Mm.
Just the
Oh,
week
wait.
before Christmas.
It is Singapore, isn't it? So
Yeah.
subject to change. So we've gone with Singapore.
Oh, we don't know. I don't know yet.
I think we
Yeah.
have gone with Singapore.
Good. Okay. I love
It
that track
probably
so
will be.
much.
Yeah, it'll probably be a confirmed Singapore.
Nice.
Mhm.
God,
Shout out to
Ems.
Joe Bean's race engineer. I don't know. Just
Oh
reading
God.
chat.
What's he done?
Um,
Okay, well we're at it. I'll say shout out to Jonathan as well. We'll say that.
There you go. Right, on that note, I'm gonna go. Adios, everybody. I'll see you next week.